Good evening, class. My name is Connor Downs, and today I'm going to talk about why Inky Johnson is the most inspirational, motivational speaker to ever be. And I'm going to talk about how he inspired me and hopefully bestow that upon anyone watching this and hopefully inspire them too. So, let me tell you a little bit about Inky Johnson's backstory. He grew up in Atlanta, bad neighborhood, drug dealers on every corner, and it looked like there was no way out for him and his family. He lived in a two-bedroom house with 14 people living in it. 8 of them were his uncles who were in and out of jail constantly, and he didn't want this to be his fate and his little siblings' fate as well. Him and his little siblings had to sleep on the floor every night. They got to sleep in the bed one night a week, and that night there was 6 people in the bed. There was 3 at the bottom of the bed and 3 at the top. And so every morning going to school, he would have to shake out his backpack to shake out cockroaches or rats that were crawling in while he slept on the same floor as these cockroaches and rats. So to get out of this, he took his brothers out every night, and they raced from light pole to light pole barefoot. And eventually doing this, a coach noticed them and got them into organized sports. So this is like Little League football. Every day after practice, he would have to stay and wait on the bench for his mom to get there, and she didn't get off work until late at night. So she would come pick him up from practice about 10:30 at night. And he would ask her when he got there, he's like, "Mom, I know you're tired, but can you just turn on the headlights and let me get a few extra drills in? Let me work a little bit longer with the headlights on. You can just sit in the car." So he would do that every day after practice. And eventually college coaches started to notice him wanted him to go, but they wanted him to transfer to a better high school, because the high school he was at currently had a higher dropout rate than a graduation rate. This only challenged him. He ended up transferring for a year, but he came back to prove to everybody that he could make it out of that high school, and he wanted to inspire people. He said that it wasn't about him, it was about his little siblings, that he wanted to show that they could do it too. And it worked because he made it to college, and all of his younger siblings went to that same high school, and they all went to college and graduated. So when he got his college scholarship to the University of Tennessee, they took him on a visit, and on this visit he could either have gone to a sorority party, a basketball game, or a barbecue, but what he said was, "No, I just want to go back to the hotel." And he said that the people taking him on this visit didn't realize that this was his first night ever sleeping in a bed to himself, and that was much more important to him than any party, any basketball game, or any barbecue. And throughout his college career, he did great. He was running up to be drafted first round into the NFL, and his senior year, right before the draft, he suffered severe nerve damage to his right shoulder and his arm, and ended up having to get a prosthetic arm. So a lot of people would have just quit right here, said, "Oh, the world hates me, oh, God hates me." But no, Inky Johnson decided that he still wanted to help people, and he went on to do something that is even bigger than him going to the NFL. He started motivational speaking. He tells people about his story, how he made it out, how hard work and dedication can get you anywhere you want. And these are some of the biggest lessons that I've learned from him, is that you can always make it out. You can always achieve your goals no matter where you're from, who you are, and what your life is right now. But another one of the things is that he taught me was that you always need to do what you do for somebody else, not always for you. Because he says that when you're only working for yourself, and just to better yourself and do it all for you, someday you're going to hit an obstacle that's too big and too strong for you to overcome, because you don't have the willpower to do it. Whereas if you're doing it for somebody else, you have that willpower. And I would like to just give some of my experiences watching his videos, try to bestow them upon to you or whoever's viewing this, and hope that you are inspired as well. Thank you.